Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Therese. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you found us. Today I have a little bit of an Azure Standard Haul for you, and I wanted to take you along and show you kind of how we do things here on the Homestead. We picked this order up late last night, a little bit different for us. The Azure Standard truck had a few mechanical problems, so we picked it up about a day and a half later than it was scheduled, but that's okay. We work around it. So this is the next day, and I wanted to get it filmed for you because we got home kind of late last night. So before I go in and kind of show you what we got, I wanted you guys to think about how your grandparents or great-grandparents ate 100 years ago. And if they came into your kitchen today, would they recognize what's in your kitchen, your fridge, and your pantry? So this time of year on the Homestead, we aren't gardening because we're in the middle of winter. This homestead, when we moved from one homestead to the other, is fairly new, and we've been trying to build our soil up. We're 2 years into doing that, so we've struggled with the garden the last couple of years. It's a new area for us. The dirt's not great since it's a brand new spot. So my goal with this haul was to get us a little bit of produce that we could eat off of. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to show you what we got, and keep in mind again what your great-grandparents would have eaten, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I've got on my list here is I ordered 3 packages of frozen organic spinach. These are great in soups and casseroles and things like that, a way to add some veg in. For 3 packages, we were at $9.73. So that's the first thing we got. The second thing on our list is this organic lemon juice. This goes in a lot of recipes in our homemade mayo and other different things, and this was $4.52. Next, I added in some yellow potatoes. This is a 5-pound bag of potatoes. We eat a ton of potatoes. Organic again, this was $8.25. I love their onions, guys. They're big and they're beautiful and they're tasty. So these are just the organic yellow onions. And this was 3 pounds for $6.95. We eat a lot of carrots. We put them in soups and casseroles. We eat them on the side. This is a 5-pound bag of organic carrots for $8.50. Next, we're going to go over here to the coconut cream. This is one thing that I believe is better than the grocery store, guys. This is organic coconut cream, and I got 3 cans for $5.52. Last time I looked at coconut milk in the store, I believe it was close to $2 a can, and that was non-organic and not the cream. So we love guacamole here, and we haven't had avocados for quite a while. This is an 8-count of organic avocados for $14.25. I haven't been to Costco to look at their organic avocados in a while, so I don't know how that price of $14.25 compares to Costco's organic avocados. If you guys have been there and you know what their current prices are where you live, please drop it in the comments so I kind of know if this is a good deal or not on those avocados. Thank you. So the next thing we have is I've got some apples here. They smell amazing. I stole one before the video. They taste amazing. 3 pounds of organic in-season apples for $6.50. These grapefruits look awesome. I haven't tried them yet, guys. There's 4 pounds of organic grapefruit for $10.25. So next we have is 10 pounds of organic potatoes, and they were $13.90 for the 2 bags. We eat a lot of taters here, guys. I use a lot of coconut oil. This is an expeller pressed virgin organic coconut oil. I cook with it. I also use it on my face to clean my face. This was $15.09 for 32 ounces. The thing I like about buying products like this from Azure Standard is that this is in one of their canning jars. It actually says canning on it, a quart canning jar, so I can use these to can in. And it'll be that way when I show you my honey in a minute too. It's in the same canning jar. So it's just kind of a bonus to buying some of their products as you get their awesome jars, guys. So I got some of this einkorn pasta. We don't eat a ton of pasta here, but when we do, I need a good quality one. So this is Einkorn, I imagine most of you guys know what it is. It's an ancient, unadulterated grain, and this being organic makes it better. So I went ahead for our pasta and got this. This box of pasta was $4.21. We don't snack a lot either, but sometimes if I'm in a pinch or a pickle, I need something good. These are the Einkorn sourdough, everything but the bagel crackers. They had them on sale. I got 2 packages for $7.77. Next we have our meat over here. This is all grass-fed, grass-finished from a regenerative farm, all USA based. It was on sale, so I splurged on it. The andouille sausage was $7.69. The bratwurst was $8.59. The Polish sausage is $8.57. So we'll be enjoying those. So the andouille sausage is going into a recipe I'm filming for you all. So it's been defrosting since last night. The other 2 look frosty because I pulled them out of our freezer so that I could share them with y'all. So primarily what we drink on the homestead is coffee and water, some raw milk every once in a while. But this is a nice treat when water doesn't cut it. So I got 1 box of this strawberry hibiscus organic sparkling water. It was $5.67. This is another product that is a better deal for me through Azure Standard than anywhere I can find local. This is raw honey. Again, in one of their canning jars. This 3-pound jar was $12.89. Locally, if I can find it in stock, this last year was a rough year. They wanted for 2 pounds, $13.99, I think it was. So I get an extra pound for about $1 less. So this was a good deal. So the next thing I've got is some raw pumpkin seeds, a great snack, healthy snack. This is 1 pound for $6.35. So the last thing in our haul today that I want to share with you all is this grass-fed tallow. Now, tallow is something that we try to render down when we can get it. That's one thing we are not raising on our farm yet is beef. We have a source for that coming in the next couple of years, but it's going to take a couple of years. And I don't know about y'all, but what we've had an issue with is going to the local butcher or going to the butcher at the store and asking them for the fat. Before the big situation in 2019, 2020, I could go to a butcher and ask them for some kidney fat. They said no problem. They would even grind it for me in their grinder, send it through the grinder so it was easier for me to render down. I can't do that anymore. I consider this a good thing because in my mind, it's maybe all y'all are getting wise on how great this is for you and how awesome it is. Potatoes taste amazing in this, guys. That's just one thing. But maybe everybody's catching on to it and getting healthier, and that's what I hope is the case with it. So this is great tallow. They had 3 of them together I could get, and I got it was $26.22. So it is a spendy item, but it's something I consider vital for our health. So my goal with this haul, guys, was to get some produce and kind of in season because potatoes are more wintry and cabbage and carrots and onions. And then I threw in some fruit as well. But to try to get single ingredient items that are in season that I can cook from for the month. So that was kind of the goal. So I just want to take a second. I know if you're watching this, you might already be homesteading or be health conscious, and this point might not be super valid for you. But I wanted you to think a minute, and going back to the start of the video, of what our great-grandparents and our grandparents ate and common ailments that they had back then versus what people commonly eat today and common ailments we had back then. We really try hard overall here to eat I take single ingredient foods as much as possible, and I turn them into meals whenever possible. Now, it's hard to be a purist. We're at least 80, maybe 90% where we eat this way, but sometimes stuff sneaks in. So, but you got to think, if you're doing 80-90% of your time eating this way, we do it for our health. And so that is why I wanted to kind of put that little thought in your head as to what are you eating? Is it something, that your grandparents would recognize? Would they know that that is food? Because so much of what we're putting in our body these days isn't food. And I know we're all doing our best. I know times are hard, but I look at it as Kevin and I and Andrew were not on any prescription medications. If we had co-pays for the prescription medications, that would add up and cost extra money. If I spend a little extra on my organic food and we end up not getting sick, it's kind of my point on it. So I wanted to thank you for coming along with us. I need to give you guys the total, don't I? So if you hang with me long enough on this, I'll give you the total. Okay, so if you're familiar with Azure Standard, there's no tax, but there is a shipping. And with Azure Standard, when you order certain items per month, you can get Azure Cash. This has nothing to do with any type of perks I'm making here on the channel. If you order yourself, you would get the same Azure Cash. So the items total came to $201.75. Shipping was $17.15, making the total $218.90. But then I had $12.11 from my last order, so they took that off. So my total that I paid out of our checking account was $206.79. And I did want to mention to you all, we're a very small channel, and I've kind of had to laugh because I've gotten that I'm an influencer. That cracks me up. I'm just a gal trying to cook real food, grow real food, and stay healthy, y'all. But we have not made any significant amounts of money off of any of our videos as of yet. And if you are enjoying the information that we're putting out, if it's of benefit to you, or you enjoy kind of watching our family as we're going through our days, I do have my Azure Standard link that I can put in the and will put in the description for y'all. If you're not familiar, haven't signed up for Azure Standard, and click on that link and you purchase something from them, I get a small credit, and that hasn't happened yet on the channel. So I just have to laugh at some of the comments because it's like, you're making hand over foot on these videos, you know, you're an influencer. And guys, it's not the reality in YouTube, at least not for us being a small channel. So we appreciate you coming along with us and taking the time to watch the videos. We really do. We're having a fun time putting them up, and we hope that we can give you some value or some enjoyment or entertainment with them. And I want y'all to think. That's part of my thing, is getting y'all to think outside the box. I'm hoping we're speaking to our people, and a lot of you do what we do, and then it's not going to be anything new for you. But if you're new here or new to this way of thinking, I hope you gleaned some information you can research or look at. So I hope you all have a terrific, blessed day, and I really want to thank you for hanging in with us and for taking the time. It means a lot to us. So until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.